you're okay, had a good time last night. I really just want to quickly go through what's unique about these services offers. But before I start, I have one quick question for anybody in the room. Have you ever had one of your work vehicles break down on you, or when your driver's not making a service call or sales call because their vehicle didn't work? Show of hands, anybody? All right, there we go, great. How about anybody maybe expect or suspect fuel fraud in that business? You might have an employee taking a few gallons home. All right, got a few in the back. All right, it happens. Or who loves waiting in the DMV line to get their license renewed or their plates renewed every year for all their vehicles? Anybody love doing that? Love it? All right. Well, really what we offer are solutions to a lot of those needs or issues that come up when you're operating your fleet or your business with commercial vehicles, sales vehicles, installation and service vehicles. So a lot of why I'm here today is just again tell you what we do, what we offer. Love to have conversations, and I've had great conversations with many of you in the room already about what we offer and can potentially do to help you get scalability to your business. One, by saving money, and also by understanding what it's going to cost you as you want to grow your business and add more technicians or sales reps in the field to help you grow. The key things that we do, and I know again I'll keep to my time, but we offer a full suite of services and solutions to help you with the whole life cycle of a vehicle. So in our world, we call it from cradle to grave. So from acquisition to maintaining to licensing to make sure it's compliant and safe going down the road, to then disposition and selling that asset when you're done. We help you with that whole process, and you can plug in at different points of that process with us. You don't have to lease from us. You don't have to have service with us. The service is with us. You can choose what you want to do with us as a business. Biggest difference is we are a commercial bank, but unlike a normal bank, we offer everything that you can see on the right side of the slide. So like I talked about, there's a lot of flexibility in different funding sources from open-ended leasing, which I'm happy to talk about more individually. Fuel cards, which again minimize your fraud potential. The card is vehicle-specific, but a driver-specific PIN. So you could have 10 drivers that have different PINs who use the same fuel card in the same truck. So it could be 10 cards you have. So you know it's Bob Smith or Steve Smith that filled up, when and where and how much they put in. We also know if they're trying to add a little extra to put it in another container of spouse's vehicle. We know by the mileage, so if they have to put their mileage every time they fill up, we can understand if that vehicle is only getting 15 miles per gallon when it should be getting 20, they're potentially putting fuel elsewhere. So a lot of techniques and ways of discovering potential fuel frauds. A lot of times we all have great employees that are honest, but what this gives you is that control or that oversight where most of the time if it was occurring, you're most likely going to see that go down because now they know there's a control in place, potential reporting and detection. Maintenance management, we help negotiate repairs on your behalf, saving you money. That program is guaranteed to save you the small monthly fee annually in savings alone. We also do post-warranty for you. So if you have a transmission that fails outside of a powertrain warranty, we have 1.5 million vehicles we manage in the U.S. So we can go back to those OEMs and say, hey, this transmission failed. Even after the warranty, our customer should get money back for that repair. It's not right. Again, that's something you typically cannot do on your own. That's where the scalability and the size of what we do is brought to you in cost savings. For marketing, we average typically almost $300 more than our competitors when we sell your vehicles at auction. We can sell your leased vehicles through us or your own vehicles for you. So we're happy to do that. Again, you don't have to be a customer to do that. You can sign up for that program and sell vehicles through us. Won't go into all that. We do offer telematics. Our license renewal, as I alluded to, $25 per occurrence. It's a great savings. It just shows up in the mail. It's done for you. You don't have to go wait in line and have it renewed on your own. We also have that all kicked out automatically so you know when it's done and you're compliant going down the road. High level, again, watching time, but the key things for cost savings from a vehicle acquisition is factory ordering. So a lot of times you probably go to the dealership or, hey, I know I need a new vehicle. I go down and pick one off the lot and get going down the road. Nothing wrong with that. The key is we're potentially overpaying for that asset. A lot of you actually would qualify for national fleet incentives because of your fleet size and how many vehicles you're running, typically 10 or more. Most of the OEMs will write a volume incentive agreement for you, so be aware that if you're acquiring on your own, that's free advice. Just make sure you ask. If you are working with a dealer, try to also align with the fleet-minded dealer or commercial-minded dealer. There are other programs that you probably qualify through both the AAN group or other associations you might be a part of across the country. We also offer additional DE markdown when you factory order from us. So $500 off any factory order vehicle for the big three. So again, you have your lower acquisition cost from the national incentive, which would be $1,500 to $2,000 on average, and an additional $500 layered on top of that for factory ordering a vehicle through us. So big savings, and the key there is you get it out of the factory invoice, not dealer invoice, not MSRP. It's out of the factory invoice, and So you set up a spec, all your racks and bits can be rolled in, your graphics, everything can be rolled into that instrument, and you're out down the road. And there's no wear and tear penalties because it's an open-ended lease. So a lot of people think closed-ended lease, 36 months, 36,000 miles. Again, alluded to the fuel and our maintenance and our marketing program are kind of our key ones. It's also monthly billing, so if you're on other fuel card programs, sometimes it's twice a month you have to pay, so you actually get to float with your business, so it allows you to, again, manage your cash flow, pay upon your volume and spend. We can also offer additional rebates on fuel, so you save per dollar spent on fuel. Not as big an issue with dropping down, but I guarantee it'll come back up as we know, so it's certainly something to watch for potential cost savings and just annual reporting. I alluded to it on the repairs, but we also have 24/7 roadside assistance that comes with this. Our goal is then to get you back on the road as quickly as possible, so downtime critical. So we understand if you've got service calls or you have service levels you have with your customers, you need to keep that up and running and those vehicles safe going down the road. Great program there. Again, that saves you $350 on average per vehicle every year, minimum, even more. And that's not even including post-warranty savings. And I talked about their marketing. Literally, we're the best of the best. We have GE remarketing managers at every auction that we go to across the U.S. We're one of the largest remarketing groups in the world. We remarket not just our vehicles, but other vehicles for banks or airplanes or anything. So we push through that channel. And feel free if you have questions. Y'all know I'm quick. I know I'm trying to watch time. Here's again, just as an example, it's the Right Express fuel card. Some of you might already be with Right Express or WEX. The difference is with our program is you get all the reporting and analytics. So Right Express Direct does a great job, but you get limited reporting and analytics and data. All of our data feeds into all of our reporting, our dashboard tools, everything that allows you to then operate your fleet as effectively and efficiently as possible. You can pull those reports at any time, Excel or CSV, so that way you can import it to QuickBooks or other software programs for managing your books. Annual reporting for bit mileage if you happen to use higher level commercial vehicles that go across roads. There's national highway taxes for fuel. So a lot of ways of figuring that out to help make your life easier and lower your burden that you might have. 40,000 plus locations, 5,000 plus dealers across the U.S. So again, typically we have national pricing with these groups. So you're going to get typically better pricing than you would if you went on the street to get your vehicles repaired. And the biggest thing is also typically first in, first out. So the point is they know when you show them a GE Fleet Service or maintenance guide or that you're a GE Fleet Services customer, it's a commercial vehicle, you get this back and forth as quick as possible. So that's how we negotiate with them to make sure that you get in and out quickly, but still save money. And you get better warranties on those repairs. If you might have one repaired when you're outside of the state, come back, well, it's pretty hard to get that warranty on your own. We track all that. One other example, something that's important, I know it seems trivial, but preventive maintenance of oil changes. The OEMs or manufacturers are cracking down that if you can't prove that you have them done in an appropriate manner, appropriate range, they won't warranty a lot of those repairs on an engine or transmission or other major components on your vehicle. It's one way that they're saving money. Our preventive maintenance program, as an example, it kicks out notifications to the driver if they haven't had one done. That's based on the mileage, so we know when they use the fuel card, we know how many miles they're driving, and that there should be up for it to go out for an oil change soon. So this will take a reminder, hey, you might need an oil change that's been done great, just respond and we'll reset the file. If not, if they don't do it after 14 days, it goes to their manager or you as an owner, and then if that continues to escalate until it gets done. The biggest thing is we just want to make sure that's completed again to make sure it's a safe and compliant vehicle down the road. Last thing is just some of the online tools and reportings. If you are with other fleet management companies or if again on your own, a lot of the data and analytics that feeds into this makes it much easier for annual reporting, figuring out your true costs for a project you might have done for a customer. A lot of times you may not be charging enough for a service call when you go out. You don't realize what's my cost per mile, what's my cost per time to go out and install an alarm or to go back and fix it with the customer. Maybe you have a customer you have to go out, they're really needy, and you're realizing, look, this is costing me every time I do this, I need to bake in a service charge. Or if I can lower my costs, now I'm profitable again with that account. So in our world, we think of cost per mile. So if you get to that level and think about what's my cost per mile to operate my vehicles, that's where you can get to then finally start to reduce that expense. Best in class puts you in that 30 to 40 cent range, lower 40 cent range for a medium kind of van or truck. But you may be 50, 60, 70 cents per mile when you really start to calculate it all in. The reimbursement rate for driving now is up to 57.5 cents, I believe, so that's even gone up from 55, so it continues to go up. So there's obviously a lot of range there that you can potentially save, even if you're reimbursing for your sales reps in the field too. Final thing is just how to find us and how to get in contact with us, gfleet.com. There's a contact us button on there that goes all the way to me and my team. You can dial direct right to my team also, or obviously my contact information is on all of the flyers and everything on cards for all the people. So I appreciate it. I think I'm over just by a hair, but I have no questions at all. Yeah, just a few minutes. Okay, perfect. So any questions at all from anybody? Yes, sir.
Once people turn them in, what do you typically really got? How many miles an hour?
Sure. So the question is, what's the typical cycle time, or when somebody turns it in? So in our world, for a commercial vehicle for service and delivery, we tend to recommend replacement around 125,000 to 150,000 miles. Think of it in our world that once you start leasing, you don't necessarily run it until the wheels fall off. You're going to then get on a cycling pattern where you then replace that asset while it still has value, and you can sell it at auction, and you get those net proceeds back. So let's say the vehicle, you bought it for $30,000, you used it for 42 months on a 60-month amortization. There's still in book value remaining with us, let's say $4,000, but it's still worth $6,000 at auction. We sell it at auction, you get the $2,000 back, move on to the next asset. So that's how it's different where people think that closed-end leasing is 36 months, 36,000 miles, and get penalized. No miles penalties and no wear and tear. You can do whatever you want, you can paint it, hot paint, I don't care. It's just you have the back end residual to be concerned about simply because you have to pay off the main book. But all of our leases go with zero book value, so you can also buy it out at the end if you want and then continue to use it. A lot of flexibility. Any other questions? Great question. Awesome. Well, I'm getting the hook, but thank you guys. So appreciate it for being the first one off the stretch. Breakfast.